So what I have here is Harry, my bouncing ball, and I'd like to have multiple animated characters in this scene. Rather than making a brand new one, I'm going to use Harry as my base. So I'm going to go, just stop Harry for a second, and I'm going to go File, Import, and I'm going to insert the whole thing again, Import. Okay, so it looks like nothing's happened, but that's just because it's happened on the same place. So here you can see Harry's multiple. I'm going to call that Sally. And I'm going to get rid of the second plane here. Okay. Let's make sure we can actually see what's happening. Okay, there we go. Okay. So let's just call that the floor. Get organized. So Harry is my first character I made, but I'm going to start working on Sally, and I'm going to change her up a little bit to make the movements different so you can actually see what's going on. So she's going to be my primary character. Okay, so let's get them open in Graph Editor, Animation Graph Editor. Okay, so here we can see Sally. I'm going to use the region tool here, and I'm just going to change when her movement happens. I'm not changing anything about it, it's exactly the same, but I'm just changing when. I'm going to make it happen. So she starts bouncing on frame 24, like this. There we go. So you can see that they start exactly the same place. Now what I'd like to do is also give myself a bit more room for movement. So if I make my shot a bit longer, maybe I'm going to make that, let's say 150. Enter. Okay. What I can also do is change the speed in which Sally moves. So not only am I making her happen later, I'm going to make her happen faster. So remember, this is time along the bottom. So if I shorten this thing, let's see, how does that look? Okay, so she's super fast. She's super fly. Okay, let's also change how high Sally's going to bounce. Okay. Not too much. So what I'm actually going to do is just do translate Z to change the height that she's bouncing and not change everything. Let's change it like this. Okay. So that's how you can change those bits. What we'd also like to have a go at is actually changing something along translate X. We're only using Y and Z right now. So just this and just this. So I'd like to add in something along X. So she's going to start from a separate place to Harry. Now, I think I'm going to need to move my floor a little bit here. So I'm going to just, I think I'm going to delete that and make a new surface area to bounce on. Like this. Okay. And that was Harry, Sally, okay. So I think I'd like her to finish in a different area. So I'm going to make sure I'm on my last frame. Yes, so very last frame is being used, and I'm going to click on Translate X, and I'm going to use the Move tool, and I'm going to move where I want Sally to be. I'm going to get her to finish over here at the back. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Yeah, okay, so she's finishing in a different place. So I could also change where she's starting too. If I go back to Z, I can just move that one key. So I'm holding down Shift middle mouse button, and I'm changing where she's starting also. Let's see. She's disappeared. Oh, there she is. Zoom! Okay, wow, she's miles off the radar here. Let's move her again. Not quite so much, please, honey. Okay, there you go. So that looks better. So you can really start to play with that. Now you can also add in, I'm going to just freeze that. You can really start to play around here with your tangent lines and just get some interesting curves happening. You can also insert more keys as well if you like. Just to, let's see what happens now. Wait, okay, great. So you can actually have a lot of fun and make them kind of go crazy. So import a couple of balls, maybe at least 3, and get them to move around in different directions, different move across the site, across diagonally, forwards, back, different heights, different speeds. Try and make them as different as possible to show your skills.